about that, everybody. Sometimes I swear, YouTube. Whoops. Sometimes I swear, YouTube. Oh boy, what a day. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's see here. Get everything going. First of all, the kitties did not want to cooperate. Tell you what, sometimes hitting all these buttons is pretty hard on an old lady, but here we are. Adjust the camera a little bit. We're trying a horizontal stream today. And I'm doing that for a couple of reasons. But mostly I wanted to see if YouTube actually had started offering, where are they? The vertical for the horizontal streamers, and I don't see that it has. I don't see the option anywhere, even though there's a rumor about it. If they were going to offer the vertical for the horizontal streamers. Yes, that's what I meant to say. I didn't say that correctly. So here we are, and we're going to see how many people join in today. I have a feeling it won't be many, which is horrible because it's the same content, just in a different format. I mean, I'm not doing anything different here other than coloring. You know, I'm not playing around with any fancy cameras or anything like that. You know, I'm just a small-time content creator here on YouTube. Let's zoom out just a tad more. Let's see if we can do this. That'll be good, I believe. I just did feed the kitties as well, so hopefully they will be quiet for us today for a little bit. Oops, sorry about that. So we will see who joins in today and who doesn't. Might be sitting here by myself for a while. If so, that's just the way it goes. It is a warm 80 degrees here today. Whoops. I'll put the kitty's formula away. Of course, I just say that and then they start squalling at me. I am fostering 3 baby kitties, if you didn't know that. They are about 4 weeks old now. What? They talk to me all the time. That's more of a cry of, I really want out of this box. They're in a big enclosed area, big box. 3 feet by 2 feet. What? What? Come here. All right, all right, all right. Come here. Come here. They're little squawkers. You're growing a long hair there, dude. What is going on? Oh no, that's firmly attached. All right, all right, all right. I suspect you just want it out of the box. But we can't have baby kitties free roaming. They are in a nice big enclosure though. And they're right next to me. Yeah, that's what I thought. You didn't really want food, you just wanted out. Oh, now you're going to eat? All right. That wasn't very much. That's what I thought. You just wanted out. Oh. Well, him got some snuggles and loving. Him or her, I don't know yet. I have not looked. I respect their privacy. Ha ha ha, that's a joke. All right. Yeah, and that's what I thought. There's nobody here. Nobody here but me. Isn't that wild? And the only difference is I did a horizontal stream today instead of a vertical one. And it won't let you change it midstream. You have to end this stream and start a new one if you want to do it the other direction. Which I also think is dumb. But I did not see the option today, YouTube, to go vertical as well. And you're doing your creators a big disservice here. Because it's the exact same content. Hi, Jess. It's the exact same content, only in a horizontal format today instead of the vertical. And I don't think that's right. I was just mentioning, Jess, that I don't think it's right. It's the same content, only in a horizontal format, and there's nobody practically here. And they did not offer me the opportunity or the option to do a vertical dual stream like they said they were going to. So I don't know what is up with that. I don't know if there's a different button I have to push, or if I'm just not offered it yet. I don't know. Let me see here. What's this? Oh, well, there's something you can do. Oh, you can do something on, hang on. I just found a new feature on the studio website. Nice. Tells me a whole bunch of stuff. Right? Well, they should not say, this is now available when it's not available. Let me see here. Settings. Oh, well, here's where I can do an overlay for breaks. That's nice. What's this? I don't know what that is. How about that? All kinds of options here, but not one for horizontal or vertical. Yeah, it's disappointing. You know, they say, hey, you've got this great new feature, and then they don't give it to you. Let's see. There are some different options, though, here on the studio website, which is cool. How are you doing today, Jess? Never mind what I'm doing with my technical difficulties. How are you doing? Today's affirmation. I can sit with really big feelings and I am still okay. I can sit with really big feelings and I am still okay. That's today's affirmation. There have been a lot of big feelings lately in the world. That's just their yearly conference, like any other big company. Things to look forward to. Gives them a chance to get feedback as well. Stayed up too late, so you slept in. Good for you. Now fly. I thought we had this problem solved. I guess not. You know, I thought maybe I will cover up the scent of the markers today with some nice fragrance mists, you know, from Walmart. I don't know if you've ever heard of this Bodycology Cherry Blossom or not. I sprayed this all around thinking, okay, that'll keep the flies away. Nope, didn't work. I thought it made the studio smell nice, though. I love this scent. I'll just Febreze away. I am honestly exhausted. This new medicine that they have me on is just taking everything out of me. We're going to start with some violet blue. And we're going to finish up this page from last week. Because I can't leave it like this. And then we've got a fairy on the next page. And ironically, oops. See, I can't even turn pages with my good hand anymore. It's called Ivy Petalspice. Got some sunflowers on it, some crystals, some mushrooms. It's going to be a good time. But I want to get this one finished first. That new medicine that they got me on has really messed up my system. So I am low energy, just really blah, really having to fight hard against it. Lavender extract, yeah. I've tried that. I don't know that I'm a fan of it. It kind of works. I've tried pine sol. I've tried lavender. Just, I'll figure it out. I just got to keep trying and figure out what they don't like. I have to be careful because I'm allergic to a lot of things, which is not good. But maybe they'll be nice to me today. But I swear it's like they can smell it and they think it's food or something. I don't know. The Prismacolors I can't smell. The Colors I can, but the Prismacolors I can't smell. I think it's worse when I have the Colors out. Yes, they just love all the coloring. Oh, Google suggests catnip in a house full of cats. I don't think so, Google. I mean, if I could keep the cats in here, they might chase the flies, but no, right now it's babies and potty training and formula and all that's adding to it. Does not help that it's warm enough to have the door open. Let me see here. (26.6 degrees Celsius right now, 80 degrees out. Yeah, especially being, with the cats in here. Yeah, I love that one. The kitties are all doing pretty good. I switched from a liquid to a powder formula yesterday, and their little tummies are adjusting to that, which is weird because it's the same stuff. But they seem to like the powder a bit better. It seems to keep them satisfied longer in between feedings. And all I'm doing is mixing it according to the directions, But their tummies got a little upset yesterday, so that was not fun to deal with. Hang on. I have one. I do have an electric bug zapper. It's a little one. The flies are not as attracted to it as the mosquitoes are at night. Hi, Sherry. You snuck in on me. Did not even see you pop in, Sherry. I'm so sorry. I got everything else on the brain today. I had some technical difficulties getting started. When I want to do a horizontal stream like this, I have to set my phone orientation to free mode so it'll rotate, and I forgot about that, and I kept sitting here going, what do you mean change my phone orientation? I already flipped it around. So it took me a minute to remember because it's been a minute since I've done a horizontal stream. And I did that because I wanted to compare the analytics. I've been going vertical for a while now. And although I hated it, it got more views. So we're doing a test today to see how many people drop in and how many people stay. Because it's coloring, you know, different subject matter. And I wanted to see if they offered me the option to do the vertical stream, and they don't yet. So. Thank you, Sherry. I thought we'd do a different colored pumpkin this time. Who says pumpkins have to be orange? So we're just adding a second layer of color on here. Darken it up a bit. Go away, fly. You're not invited. To darken it up a little bit. Might take a little bit, but our next page has a little fairy on it. Ironically named Ivy. I didn't even know. I didn't even know Karen when she drew that, you know. Had no clue who she was, so. I do too. Thank you. I think it looks much better with another layer of color on there. And I've got not heavy pressure, but probably firm pressure on my pencil today. So you'll see me swap it out or do this a lot. Just because it's a little bit quicker. And I do want to get to the next page because I'm anxious like that. Ooh, what's next? What's next? But the next page has sunflowers on it, so you know why I want to get to it. Oh, did you get the pictures I sent you, Sherry? I did not check my Instagram back. You know, I have so many apps now. It's hard to I'm going to have to make a checklist every day to remind me to check everything. You know, I've added Instagram and Discord recently, and I'm not used to either one of them. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I think everybody thought I was going to keep it long forever. No, actually, what started it was when the pandemic hit, then, like I said, I had just gotten my hair cut right before it started, and it was super short. I mean, I'm talking like an inch on top. Super, super short. And as the pandemic went on and you couldn't go to the hairdressers, I bet a friend of mine that I could grow it so long before I chopped it off, and she didn't believe me. Well, I surpassed that, and then I just kept growing it and growing it and growing it. And my ex went to jail, and I'd about had it with him up till that point. And of course, he said all the lovey-dovey words, if you keep it long while I'm in here, I'll help you take care of it when I get out. Liar, liar, pants on fire. So since I got rid of him, I decided to get rid of the hair too. If I'm the one dealing with it, I'm keeping it short, or shorter than it was. I don't live a glam and luxurious lifestyle where I can afford to pay somebody every week to braid it for me or anything like that. So I decided it was time. My mom really likes it. She says I look spunky and sassy again. That's the implication anyway. She says it's very me. You wear your short too, right? The older I get, the less tolerance I have for it. I don't want to spend hours fussing over my hair. I like the simple and neat look. It just took way too long to wash and condition and brush, and that's bare minimum, and it was still too much for me. I really like that we're having a girls' day here. Awesome. I can't read. I can't wait to read about it, Sherry. Maybe we'll do this more often. I like the horizontal format better because you can see more of my stuff over here and what I'm doing, and even though I'm a working artist. I'm not here just for coloring. And I think a lot of artists are like I am, and they have a very messy desk that they work on. And it gets way cleaned up for videos. That's what I think anyway. I am almost ready to move the couch. I've had to move some other stuff around here in the RV. And then we got hit with some hot weather. I got some more stuff moved last night. Hopefully by the end of the week, I will be moved into the new area. I'm not saying things will be finished, but I will be able then to rip out the cabinets and get the insulation in. and get me snug as a bug in a rug for winter. That's the plan anyway. And that will be exciting. I'll be able to look up and see out my door instead of having my back to my door. I don't like not being able to see outside. There we go. Thank you, Jess. Yes, it is. Especially, oh, I did have to ask for help yesterday. My temporary rain roof came down in the rain. So I'd have help getting it back up there because I don't have my platform built yet for me to be able to work up there. But I tell you what, I found the screws that I'm going to need to build a platform. So there's that. I can't find my drill right now. In all of this moving around, I have managed to misplace my drill somewhere. I know it's in the RV somewhere. And I have a feeling once I move my desk out of the way, I'll find it on the other half of the cabinet down below here that I can't get to right now. But I can't get there until I move my desk area. Didn't think about that when I put it in. I had to move the couch to begin with so we could insulate up there in the front area. I'm not exactly happy with it, but it is what it is for this winter. As long as I can get a small area enclosed that I'll be heating, I'll be good to go for the winter. Because I don't want to raise, I don't want to raise the bills too much. Trying to keep it warm out here. I would love to have a wood stove out here, though. I really would. But there's talk about springtime, when springtime comes, getting rid of the RV altogether, blah, blah, blah. There's been talk of that and putting in a little house back here for me. I got to sharpen this pencil real quick. And then also getting me a different vehicle that I can go camping in and take on the road. So to get this one roadworthy would be too much work. That's the conclusion that I've come to. Since I don't have help anymore, I have to be realistic about what I can and cannot do. You never know. You know, life is always a work in progress. And by myself, this is a bigger project than what I can do. Um, I don't have the muscle strength for it. I don't have the spine for it either. And I didn't take on this project thinking I would be doing it all by myself either. Yes, it is a lot of work. I mean, no doubt. Don't you hate it when the pencil sharpener won't cooperate? Don't know what that is. We'll cover it up. So on Friday, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, which I know neither one of you will mind. Um, Just Joe, who does Farming Simulator 25, also does some creative work in his other life. And he drew up a picture the other day of a frog with some sunflowers on it. So on Friday, we're going to be coloring that live. Provided I can get it to print out. That's a joke against my printer. We don't have the best relationship. A manual crank with a new blade. Oh no. They're not available. Oh no. Is that going to mean you're going to have to get a whole new one? Or can you sharpen the blade? Is it a blade type or is it a grinder type? Did you do the normal put through a graphite pencil through it? I know sometimes that helps. Just asked her printer if it heard me. What is it with printers these days? I tell you what. Okay, cool, Sherry. I figured you did. I hope you can find a replacement blade for it. I have so many sharpeners, it's not even funny. A lot of them are manual. I do have an electric one that plugs in. That's the grinder type. Do y'all know what I mean when I say the grinder type? And I really like it, but currently I can't find it. It got lost in the moving process. But I like my little, this is $4 or something like that from Dollar General. So I like it just fine for my pencils. I don't have any complaints about it. Yeah, printers these days, please give me the old-fashioned cable printers back where you actually have to plug it in and you can talk directly to the printer. I'm offline. I'm online. I'm offline. I'm online. Would you make up your mind? Oh, I need a driver. Mm-hmm. Not smart enough to do all these things on its own. I think that's looking pretty good. A little bit more in here. All right, one more. And I split this because it didn't look right to me the way it was drawn. I'm sorry, Karen. But I also know after you draw so many things, your eyes go, ah, and you don't see it anymore, too. We just put a little violet blue, not purple, violet blue up there. It is supposed to rain a lot here this week, but it's supposed to cool down a little bit, about 10 degrees, back down into the 70s. So I'm hoping to get a lot done this week with the cooler temperatures. Oh, Sherry's going up into the 90s, and Jess is going to be low mid 70s. Oh, nice. That's what I like. I like the low 70s for a high. Unless I'm going to go kayaking, then I like it to be about 90. It looks like it was supposed to be striped, right? That's what I thought. So I'm going with the intent that it should have been striped. So yeah, that's what I did. In your book, on your page, you can do whatever you want. You're staying alive. By the Bee Gees. I think everybody knows that song. If not, y'all should. That apparently has the perfect rhythm to do CPR. That's what I've been told. Next week, Jess says, might be in the mid 60s, going down to 46 at night. Yay! That's nice. I like the low 50s, upper 40s to sleep in. That's my favorite temperature to sleep in. Which is helpful in the winter because it means I don't need to make it as warm in here as a traditional house. As long as it's above freezing in here, I'm good. Not this past winter, but the one before that when I was in the van, it got down to 30 below zero and I was still out in the van. And I was just fine with my little heater and everything in the van. Kept it warm enough, just fine. Everybody's like, are you sure you don't want to go inside? No, I don't want to go inside. Well, hi, Whiskey Creek. How are you today? Talking about the weather. How's the weather there? Whiskey Creek is doing great, waiting for the straw to dry up a little bit. I heard that was my bad ear. We had fog here this morning. Yeah, Sherry, I do too. I love the cold temps at night to sleep. It's just much nicer to pile under the covers. Makes it easier to breathe. There we go. Sunny and not a cloud in the sky. Oh, isn't that beautiful? One second. Go away. There's a fly on my TV, and I thought that there was something on my page, and I kept looking and looking, and nope, just a fly on the TV. All right. Let me pull a few pencils out here. I rearranged all my pencils. I reset them into color groups. Rough color groups. I got reds, yellows, oranges in one box, blues, greens, grays, browns in another. All right, up on the crystal, we're going to go with a little pomegranate. and a little raspberry. There we go, about like that. And we're going to go with a little light umber on the sign. And a little bit of that yellow to orange. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye. Oh no, whiskey. It's a good song. There, I like that. Now let's go with, if I can find it. Nope, wrong one. Let me find the pencil. There we go. That Indian Throne blue. Out like that. Where do I get my pencils? I have gotten, well, what on earth? I hate it when it does that. I get my pencils either from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It's been quite a while since I've ordered from online. But Dick Blick is one place. You can also find sets on Amazon. There are a couple other places online where you can get them. Jerry's Artorama. I have both a Hobby Lobby and a Michael's within about 45-minute drive from me. So sometimes it's just easier to drive there to the art store. I used to go to United Art and Education. I've gotten quite a few there too, but I think that's a local, more of a local place. You can get the set of 150 for under $100 if you watch for it to go on sale. of the Prismacolors. You can buy any brand you want. I will recommend the Prismacolors on repeat just because they're so nice. And I think we are going to call it done on Heidi's Hideaway. I take that back. 1 second. Little kelp green. There we go. Maybe a little right here. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. There we go. You just got your book back from your mom on Sunday. What coloring book is that? I assume you're talking about a coloring book. I would recommend starting with a set of 12 pencils, Whiskey Creek, and learn to use those, and then get more colors. Oh, your National Park book. Nice. Nice. Did she color a page in it? I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see a few of the details. Of course, I'm not as good as this on the horizontal. But it's easier than zooming. There's our cute little mouse. Oops, a little too far. Anyway, there is Heidi's Hideaway. Thank you, Jess. All right. I'm excited to start this next page. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Because it's got sunflowers on it. This is a fairy. It is a mythical creature. And she's wearing a leotard in my book. I don't want to get in trouble for this one. So in my book, we're going to put a leotard on her, okay? Just for anybody out there watching. I'll pull some pencils out here. Right? We're going to put her in a leotard. I do try to keep everything family friendly. So in my mind, she's wearing clothes, okay? And to that point, I'm going to sharpen this pencil. And we're going to start with Parma Violet. Just going to give her little sleeves like that. Then we're going to go down with, where's the other one? Ooh. Down into some violet. Blend it out up into that Parma. Parma. Isn't that a fun word? There we go. Now she's wearing a leotard. Now she's covered up. Hello, Biker Mouse. How are you today? This is that Parma. We're going to extend that onto her wings. Such a cute little fairy. And of course it's named, you know, Ivy Petalspice. You got to love a page with the name of Ivy Petalspice. Good. I'm glad to hear you're doing fine. I'm doing all right. I really wish I could get used to this new medicine, but it'll come. Hopefully. I'm going to have to sharpen this pencil. Let me sharpen this pencil real quick. It's a beautiful day here. It really is. A little bit windy. Uh-oh. My music stopped. We gotta fix that. There it goes. Just real delicate purple on her wings. I don't know if you know this or not, Biker Mouse, and I didn't want to interrupt you yesterday, but when I was watching your stream, I could not hear anything AI said. So I don't know if that was a glitch or intentional. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Whiskey, I haven't been anywhere since the last time you saw me on Friday, except for to go get my hair cut. I have not been anywhere else. I know now would be the time of year to get in on harvesting. But I did get my hair cut. And now it is nice and neat and professional looking instead of the wild mess that it was. And you always know that there's a change in somebody's life when they do a drastic haircut. And I would say getting 12 inches cut off is pretty drastic. There we go. Right, Biker Mouse? I didn't want to interrupt yesterday when it was going on, but I thought I'd say something. I know you are, Whiskey Creek. I know you're going to keep asking me. You're going to hold me accountable. See, that's why I mention things. Because true friends hold other friends accountable for their dreams. That's why I mention things. Because I want my friends to remind me that I've got dreams. You know? All right, I like that. We're going to leave that there. Then we're going to give her, let's see. I'm going to sharpen this real quick. We're going to give her some magenta. And voila, all of a sudden she's got a long sleeve on. Get off of there. There we go. Now we're going to bring in A little bit of that violet. Let's give it a little shape and dimension now. A little bit like that. Yeah, we're going to do it this way. That Parma violet. Yeah, we'll do it this way. A little bit of that violet. Yeah, about like that. Make a wish. I bet that was a cotton. Well, it wouldn't be a cottonwood. I don't think it was a dandelion. I don't know what that was. I hear people talking in the distance. I don't know what they're talking about, though. There we go. About like that. A little sand. Deco pink. There we go. The pink on her cheeks like that. Little red lips. Little pale vermilion. And some sienna brown. Oh, why not? A little black raspberry. A little bit of that black grape. Oh, get that off of there. Come on. Go. There we go. Oh dear. What happened? I don't know what happened there, but there we go. She's looking cute. She's got an 80s vibe to her, you know, in the leotards from the 80s. All right. Let's go with a little bit of that yellowed orange. I'm going to sharpen this pencil real quick. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. She's got the 80s workout vibe going, you know? She's a healthy fairy. I'm going to put in a little bit of this yellowed orange. About like that. A little bit of that pomegranate. Ooh, the wind just picked up. Weather is changing here. There we go. Stretch your fingers, everybody. Oh, it does not like it when I do that. Let's see if that works. Anyway, there is our ivy Petalspice. I think what we're going to do next is add a little lime peel right here. A little bit right here. Cobalt blue hue. There we go. Cute. Thank you, Sherry. I think she's sitting in a little pond. don't know, real simple, something like that. Maybe put a little black grape in here to ground her. There we go. Maybe about like that. Oh, that'll work. I'll sharpen a pencil real quick. Little okie dokie artichoke. Artichoke. Mr. Fly, you're not welcome. It's about time for a train to come by. I don't know, but we haven't had one come by yet today. Well, I mean, we have, but not when I've been live streaming. But my schedule, that's unusual for there not to be one yet. I mean, how did we go a whole 2 hours without a train now? Right? Yes. Train, it hasn't gone off yet today. Which, let's see. Let me get out my list here. Last week, one went off at 1:25 p.m. And that was the only one we had that day. So maybe we won't have one today. But I tell you what, Sunday nights is the big night. If you want to hear trains on my stream. There we go. I like that. A little bit of that lime peel. Oh, I missed these ones over here and those ones there. Oh, and those ones there. Marbles. I'm going to sharpen this pencil real quick. Maybe there's track maintenance going on. Maybe. I don't know. Your son used to be a locomotive engineer. How fun is that? This is a little moss green. A friend of mine is an engineer over in Australia. He likes it. He's been doing it for years and years and years. And I know one particular young boy is obsessed with trains. Whenever he comes to visit, we have to make sure that we see a train. Or at least we have to look out for one. Now watch, now that I mentioned it, we'll get like 3 or 4 going on. Well, hi, Jeremy. How are you today? A little kelp green. I hope things have quieted down out there a bit for you. There we go. I like that. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Yeah, he really enjoys it. I think he's probably been doing it 20 years. All right. Sienna Brown. A little bit of that violet. Canary yellow. That kelp green. Out like that. And just a little bit of that yellowed orange. That's the helicopter. And blend it out a little bit with that canary yellow. Keep it real simple like that. Thank you, Jeremy. Let me see here. Oh, you're having your favorite dinner tonight, a Middle Eastern restaurant that had a fire earlier this year, but back open again. Oh, that's going to be delicious. And open YouTube to see me live. Yes, and we're in the horizontal format today. Can't get a day better than that, right? Thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. Yeah, a helicopter and not a train in the world yet. I'm running a test on the horizontal versus the vertical format, since there's been a lot of talk about it. Canary yellow. That yellowed orange. It's a beautiful day here. It's about 80 degrees, sunshine. The wind has picked up a little bit because rain is coming in. Yuck. But at the moment, it's pretty nice. And then just taking that canary yellow back over there. Blending out that yellowed orange. And a little moss green. Every Tuesday, every Friday. At least I try to be on schedule. I like having a set time to color. A little bit of that sienna brown. Ooh, go away, bug. There it is. A little bit of that violet. About like that. Right? You know, there's sunflowers on this page. That's a horrible thing. I love sunflowers. Just looks like Ivy doing her thing like usual, right? I'm a little tired, Jeremy. A little tired. That's an honest assessment. Oh, no problem, Jess. I have great content to put on when you're doing dishes or doing chores. Oh, oops. Juana's coming home early. Good deal. Yeah, extra time is nice. Have they gotten the truck fixed? Or am I behind? Or is that why he's stopping? That was canary yellow. A little bit of yellowed orange. Blend that out with the canary. Brighten it up a bit. A little bit of that moss green. Uh-oh. I hear the kitty stirring. I hear you. Like that. That's Sienna Brown. A little bit of that violet. Oh, I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm hurrying. Let me just finish this flower. Like that. All right. I'm going to take a quick break and feed the kitties. Remember, I can sit with really big feelings and I am still okay. Thank you, Sherry. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you, Jeremy. That is so kind of you. You too. Thank you so much. We got to feed the kitties real quick. Uh-oh. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm coming. I'm coming. I know. Move faster, right? Oh, I hear you. Uh-oh. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yeah, baby. Well, come, you got to come over here. Look, they're getting big. They're more than a handful now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I can only feed one of you at a time. I'm sorry. Yeah, baby. I'll be right there. Yeah, not me. Oops. That not me. Huh? Well, come here. Yeah, good. Yeah, good, baby. Yeah. Hi, Fluffy. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, you hungry? Yeah, go, baby. Let me get you. Let go so I can get you some more. All right, you good? Now that I've spilled it all everywhere. All right, all right, all right. You gotta let go. Let go. There you go. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. There we go. Here you go, baby. Oh. Is that good? Do you need any more? Hmm? Need some more? A little bit? All right. Is that good? All right. Oh, we'll see if that'll do for them. Happy babies. Happy babies. Right now, they don't do a whole lot other than, eat and potty, and they play with each other a little bit, but not a whole lot yet. Thank you, Jeremy. Right? It's hard to resist a baby kitten, let alone 3 of them. I appreciate everybody waiting for me. You could tell the kittens do not. When they want food now. And I think that's part of the reason I've been tired too, is dealing with the babies. Because about every 2 hours they want fed. That's canary and then some yellow to orange. Seeing the pattern here? I think I've only colored sunflowers about, a dozen different times in this book already. A dozen different ways. A little bit of moss green. A little bit of moss. A little bit of that sienna brown. A little bit of that violet. Like that. Ha ha ha. No, well, he might be home from school. Yeah, I mentioned him earlier today, Jeremy, when we were talking about the trains. Lulu is cracking you up. She is needy for attention, but is also puzzled as to where the kittens are. Oh no. Didn't mean to drive little Lulu crazy. That is cute though. Yeah, Luke should be home from school. Pardon me. Let me get a drink real quick. Oh, yes. My good buddy Luke is ready for me to get the furniture all moved already, too, so I can get back to reading books to him. And I've made some progress on that this week, and cooler temperatures are coming back. So hopefully within a week, I'm going to say I'll be resituated. I hope anyway. And then we can start tearing out cabinets. And get the insulation up and going. I'm going to go ahead and sharpen this one. There we go. Get those out of the way. And you might want to, and you might be asking yourself, why is she putting yellow on the leaves? It's to give them a little bit of a yellow tint under the green. Just a hint. It tints the pencil just a little bit in that direction. Tom Jones. Not unusual. That's the Carlton dance. I love that song. Spotify knows me well by now. It usually does serve up pretty good music to color to. At least for me. Maybe you don't like the oldies, but I do. There we go. I bet it was funny watching her look around trying to figure out where those nasty kitties are. I'm kidding. Moss green. And sometimes they do come in and watch him and his mom. Sometimes they do come in and watch coloring. Luke is a busy boy this year. He's in choir and everything. And he's at the big school now. He's out of elementary and at the junior high school. I'm not ready for this. I guess I don't call it a junior high school anymore. Middle school, sorry. He's got awesome teachers from what I've heard, so he's having a good year. Speaking of oldies, yeah, besides Ivy being old, when you're driving on Sunday nights, you play oldies in the car while you're working. That's nice. When you grew up, they would play the 50s, 60s on the radio every Sunday night. Aha. Yeah, I like the 50s, 60s. Yes, time does go fast when you're not noticing. Yeah, time goes way too fast. That seems about right, Jeremy. It's been a minute. You've been busy. I'm glad you're here today. I appreciate whenever you stop by. There we go. Sienna Brown. And that violet. Not like that. Well, hello, Fernanda. How are you today? Yes, you do get to see the Sunday Live from time to time. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. How are things in your corner of the world today? I'm glad to hear you are well. I am doing okay. A little tired, but I'm all right. It's a beautiful day here, but we're going to get some rain in soon. I think the sun's already gone. Yeah, it's starting to get cloudy out there now. Fernanda does some beautiful coloring too, guys. Let's see if I can get her. Go away, fly. There, go show Fernanda some love, everybody. You will love her work. Oh, got the neighbor's dogs barking now. Putting the canary yellow in here real quick. There we go. A little bit of that yellowed orange. Oh, come on. A little bit of that canary. Blend it all out. There's the train. 3:47 p.m. That's our first train of the day while we've been live streaming. No, I did not know it was Whiskey's birthday today. Happy birthday, Whiskey Creek. You're welcome, Fernanda. This was a fresh page when I started today, Jeremy. Earlier, we finished up Heidi's Hideaway. I think you missed finishing up that one. Yes, the train is giving Luke and Jess a shout out. Yes. We finished up Heidi's Hideaway earlier. There's hardly a time when we don't try to get the train to honk at us, even in the semi-even while kayaking. Yes, shout out to the train, who is my, co-worker. Thank you. Pumpkins don't always have to be orange. They can be any color you want them to be. He might be working in the field right now, so he might not be able to respond. So we did that earlier. And now it's just ironic it's called Ivy Petalspice. Has nothing to do with me. Yeah, y'all don't want to hear me sing, so we're not going to sing. This is that moss green. But yes, happy birthday, Whiskey Creek. I'm sorry I didn't know. Because you know, if I knew, I would have said something. All right, y'all might have to move. There we go. A little bit of that sienna brown. A little bit of that violet. There we go. We missed the sunflower over here. Why didn't y'all say something? We missed that sunflower. We just went right on by it. Zoom. Helps if you open your eyes and look at the whole page. A little bit of that yellowed orange. There we go. Come back in and blend that out with that canary yellow. A little bit of that moss green. A little bit of that sienna brown. And a little bit of that violet. About like that. Real simple. Yes, ivy and sunflowers go hand in hand, and they have for many years. Jeremy, you have not seen any of my paintings or prior work. You've only seen my coloring in my books. So that would be an understatement. Oh, other than sunflowers, what do I like to color? Houses. Thank you. Thank you. We should do some McDonald. What's his name? Hang on, let me look him up. Tom McDonald, I believe is his name. No, 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 no. Not Tom McDonald. Um, Tom McDonald is a rapper. Steve. I can spell. Steve McDonald did Fantastic Cities. I'll share a link. I'll try to share a link. So you can see what I mean. Let's see if that works. Steve McDonald, he did he did a whole entire cities series that is very, very good. I need to dig that book out because it's a bigger book, but I absolutely love coloring in it. Absolutely. You have some of his books, Sherry? Aren't they awesome? They're so detailed and so cool looking. But other than sunflowers, I would have to say that is my favorite, is that sort of thing. I love Kirby Roseanne's too. But if you're asking about a personal favorite, what do I like to sit around and do on a Saturday night sort of thing? Uh, Definitely Steve McDonald comes to mind. That fly is on the TV, not on my page. I'm going to take a quick break if y'all don't mind and go and get me a new drink because my throat is acting up on me. I will be right back. If you could hang in there with me, I would appreciate it. I'm back, everybody. Let's get back on the right page here. Oh, no kebabs today. Darn. Thank you, thank you. Got some water and a little Hawaiian punch. Sometimes that helps clear my throat out. Oh, you're fine. I know, because I just fed you. All right. Now, let's see here. What? All I did was leave and come back. All I did was leave and come back. I just fed you just a few minutes ago. What? Come here. You gotta come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. I'm short in the britches. Here's the little squawker. All right, here. Oh, I got another one over there, too. Literally, though, that's all I did was leave and come back. Well, come here. Well, come here. Come on, baby. Then they think they need fed. All right, there you go. Uh-oh. I will have to go make more formula. But y'all got a bite. There you go. All right. There you go. You'll be fine. Boy, I tell you what, it's tough raising kittens. Thank you for being patient with me today. This phase will not last forever. Yes, it is. A little time for me is a world to them. Maybe they want some Hawaiian punch. Maybe. They ain't getting none. We're going to put a little lime peel on these leaves here. Yeah, every time I leave and come back, it seems they think they need fed, even if it hasn't been that long. They'll be snoozing away, and I'll be quiet doing something. And the minute I say a noise, any word out loud, I'm like, what? I didn't go anywhere. They're all adorable, though, all doing great. Hopefully, within the next couple days, they'll start showing an interest in real food. I hope, I hope, I hope. A little bit of that kelp green. I'm going to sharpen this real quick. Sharpening a pencil. And you notice I don't always get it super sharp. I don't think super sharp pencils are always necessary. And kind of blend it all together with that lime peel. Maybe about like that. Yeah, the kittens have me kitty trained. They know if they cry, they get food, love, or both, so it's a big win for them. Yes, they do know that. They absolutely are spoiled rotten already. There we go. Maybe a little black grape in here. Something like that. There we go. Real simple. Coloring doesn't have to be complicated. Get off of there, fly. You're not wanted. You're not invited. All right. A little bit of that. Oh, we did the lime peel. This is that kelp green. And one day they will turn their backs on me and say, we don't want to be spoiled anymore. And they'll go start exploring the world on their own. Howdy, Joe. How are you today? You've missed the kitten show. They've been noisy today. But they won't be this size forever. Friday I'm gonna try and do that the frog and the sunflowers that you drew or that you made. I have to talk nicely to my printer to get it to print it out. Oh, pardon me. There we go, about like that. Thank you, Fernanda, so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful evening. We'll see you soon. Yes, before I know it, they will be full grown, and who knows? How are you doing today, Joe? What's the weather like where you are? About 80 degrees here. The sun was shining, but the clouds are coming in. We're expecting some rain. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but rumor has it we're in for a lot of rain. That's the warning anyway. There we go, about like that. Oh no, Joe. I am so sorry to hear that. My condolences to you and your family. And you've had rain there too. Probably kind of fits the mood. Would for me. I'm really sorry to hear that, Joe. It is never easy when a loved one dies. I appreciate that you came by. We're coloring Ivy's Petalspice today. Little fairy named Ivy. Oh, tornadoes. Really? Hello, Reaper. How are you? How was school? This is Ivy Petalspice in the Mystical Lands of Klynnadra, Autumn's Magic by Karen Myers. A little fairy, some sunflowers, got some mushrooms. We did finish up, pardon me. We finished up Heidi's Hideaway a little bit ago. Oh no, Reaper. That is a long day. I'm sorry. I hope your mom feels better soon. And I hope you don't catch it. Go away, fly. So we finished Heidi's Hideaway earlier. Oh, this is the book. The Mystical Lands of Klynnadra, Autumn's Magic by Karen Myers. We've done quite a few pages in here now. I say that. I'm the one coloring. Ancient Oaks Academy, Autumn Ridge Acres, Blazing Barrens Fireside, Bumble's Abode, Camp Equinox or Equinox, Faye's Friends and Flowers, Our Friendly Forest Sprite, the Fuzzcap Fungi or Fungi Friends, the Gnomely Villas, Heidi's Hideaway, and now we are on Ivy Petalspice. We've still got quite a few to go through. I mean, we also did this one, Sunnyvale Acorn. That was the first one I did. We started the book on 5/27 of 25. Let me see here, right there. So, I mean, we've still got quite a few pages to go. Oops. But that's where we're at right now. Yes, if it weren't for you guys watching, then I wouldn't have anything to do here. Right? That is rough, Reaper. Oh no. Oh, you're. Gosh darn it, pardon me. I hate it when my supplies are not with me. I really do. We got a cute little bug on a rug over here. I don't know what color we're going to color him yet. A little bit of that moss green. Just keep reminding yourself that it's not not going to last forever. All right? And hang in there. And I hope she gets to feeling better soon. Y'all encourage me and keep me going. So I guess that's why I say we. When I say we colored it, it's a group effort. A little bit of that lime peel. That is right, Jeremy. Teamwork makes the dream work. It absolutely does. And sometimes it's just knowing that somebody's out there cheering you on makes all the difference in the world. I've had those streams where nobody's shown up. And it matters that each and every one of you are here. And that's the other thing. If you're ever thinking, down about yourself, just come see me. I'll talk to you. You will understand how important you are to me. Each and every one of you is valuable to me. You're precious. You're important. You matter. Who cut the onions? I don't know. I'm not always good at expressing it. And if I think about it too much, yes, the waterworks will start. So let's not do that. Oops. Hello, wind. A little bit of that moss. I mean, what's a show without an audience? And I do think of it as a collective coloring. Maybe not necessarily a group project, but just because I'm the one physically doing it doesn't mean you all aren't part of that process. All right, Reaper, you take care of you. A little bit, a little bit of that kelp green. A little bit of black grape. A little bit something like that. No, the kittens do not have names yet because I can't currently tell them apart yet. They are all three all solid black. And they haven't developed enough of a personality or enough facial features yet for me to be able to distinguish which one is who. And I know that's a terrible thing to say, but I've only known them now for 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So I was thinking about, well, right now I kind of refer to them as the Three Musketeers. Take care of you, Reaper. We can just call them Buddy, Pal, and Little Fella. Yeah, see, I don't even know if they're boys or girls yet. I have not looked. I suspect that they are all boys because that just seems to be our pattern around here. Need a little more black grape right there. There we go. I like that. Jeremy suggests Jamie, Jesse, and Jerry. All three names work for male or female. All of the cats that I have around me are named because the name just comes to you eventually when you're observing or interacting with the cats. That's usually what happens. I like that. I like those leaves. We'll go with a little artichoke down here. Let's get off of there. Absolutely. And that's how Dave got his name. by the way. His brother we called the Hulk. And so we called Dave Banner. Because the Hulk was really big as far as a kitten goes. And so that's how he got his nickname. And then we called the other one Dave. The Hulk passed away when he was still a baby. No, I'm not going to sell their names to the highest bidder. Dude, I don't really even want to upload videos of them. I respect their privacy too much. They can't consent. They can't consent to being uploaded. I might share a photo, but I don't know. I just, it's a moral dilemma. I didn't even know there was a rapper called David Banner. I'm sorry, David Banner, whoever you are. Yeah, I could never do that. I I don't have it in me. I barely show you guys a kitten for like 2 seconds anyway, you know? Late 90s, early 2000s, right? I will do it with these blue. Uh-oh. Somebody's got some machine going. Maybe a mower. I don't know. I'm not out there. Yep, mower. Sounded like the neighbors. That's the neighbor's puppy dog. One of them. I think I got all the bubbles. Right? Probably not. But they bark a lot anyway. Well, not. He leaves them out for, an hour or so they get fresh air a couple times a day. And they do what dogs do. They bark. They bark at a leaf falling. I mean, they're dogs. A little bit of that lime peel. What color should we color the bug? This bug. Anyone have any suggestions? See, now it's a group project. I don't know what kind of bug he is. Do the bug bright green. All right. Jeremy says, I remember my grandpa's farm dogs would go hunting every morning and every evening. Of course, it's an excuse to wander around the countryside. Sometimes they would bring home a mouse. Jeremy is not creative, so he declines to pick the color. All right. All right. I'll pick the colors. Well, we'll go with bright green, like Sherry said. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right. Ooh, hopefully we can get there today. Color faster, color faster. Stop talking so much. A little bit of that kelp green. What do we got going on here? But going back to the dogs, yes, a lot of dogs need a job. And even if they're not out actively hunting, they need something to do in their downtime. So it makes perfect sense to me. All right, there we go. Your dog caught a rat the other day? Oh my goodness. Wow. I bet that was not fun. All right, we're going to go in with some chartreuse. I'm going to color his little antennas chartreuse. And a little bit of grass green. How about that, Sherry? Neighbors have chickens and they smell, and you don't think they take good care of the birds, right? I don't know. I can understand the concern though. I know that they go potty a lot, and I know I'm not interested in raising chickens. Yeah, you would expect the older dog to lead the hunt and train the younger ones. That's exactly how it goes. The leader of the pack. Which, by the way, is a very good song. Kobe had a lot of fun tracking the rat. Oh, I bet. I bet. Isn't he a little Jack Russell? Is Kobe a Jack Russell? Am I thinking of that correctly? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Not that it's good that China passed away, but that he found some fun. I hope so anyway. It's hard. It is hard on animals when they lose a member of the pack. It's hard on the doggies and the kitties and the whatever. Oh, mixed pit and goofball. Right? I know how that goes. I do. I hate watching them when they're down like that. It is not easy at all. Because if you could fix it, you would. My mom and dad have a Jack Russell. And he used to hunt. He is now blind and deaf. But oh boy, he can still smell food. I think he's 15 or 16, maybe 14. Not sure exactly. I think he's 14. My mom and dad got him shortly before I got Ripley, if I remember correctly. Man, I miss that dog. I miss that dog every day. We're going to finish this leaf and wrap it up for the day, guys. It's about that time. I thank you all so much for joining me today. I really appreciate everybody coming out. I hope wherever you are that you have a beautiful day, beautiful evening. Peace and love to you all. I will catch you all on the flip side. And if anybody out there listening wants more information on any of these wonderful people that I've talked to today, just let me know. They are all creative in one way or another. Be more than happy to pass on their information where you can find their work. And yes, Jeremy, making videos is creative. There we go. Something about like that for today. It's always wonderful to spend the day with you guys. I really appreciate it. It's about halfway done, Jeremy. About halfway. Not bad. You know, I used to be half one day and half the next week as far as a page goes. And that still holds pretty true. But it depends on the complexity of the page too as to how long it takes me. Whiskey Creek, have a beautiful birthday. I understand that, Sherry. I do completely. Thank you so much, Joe. We will catch you all on the flip side. Take care now. Jess will be streaming in 15 minutes, she says. Go check her out. I will be there as soon as I can, Jess. Oh, it is time for me to make the dinner. Have a great day, everyone.